So I don't remember who said this, but someone once said that to be productive, you shouldn't be creating to-do lists, you should be creating time blocks. It's so easy to create to-do lists, but if you've ever tried this method, you'll quickly realize that it's always one or two tasks that never gets done. These tasks always gets unchecked and then pushed off to the next day, and before you know it, it's the next day, the next week, the next month, and the task is still not completed. So as a small business owner who also has a full-time job during the day, it's very crucial for me to have a very thought out, planned out week so that I can be productive and have everything that I wanted to complete completed. So what works for me is having my tasks time blocked. So what makes time blocking different from a to-do list? So with a to-do list, it is exactly what it sounds like. You are listing every single task that you want completed without much thought to it. But with time blocking, you're essentially slotting in time for when you want certain things to be done so that you have a physical time block on when you want to do something. So I know for some people within time blocking, they work hour by hour. But for me, that doesn't necessarily work because my small business isn't my full-time job yet. So what works for me is blocking my time by the time of day, morning, afternoon, and nighttime. I schedule my tasks by the time that I want certain things to be done throughout the day. The only time that I would time block by hour is for my routine tasks, which aren't necessarily tasks anymore because they're actually my routine. So for example, from 6:30 to 9, that is the block of time that I typically go to the gym, get ready for the morning, eat breakfast, walk the dog, have a slow morning before I have to clock in at 9. And then at nighttime around 9 to 10, that is when I would read my book, unwind for the night, get ready for bed, and those are the only times that I would have like an hourly block just because I want to make sure that I get to it. But throughout the day, it's a free-for-all on my tasks. I just have to stick within the morning, afternoon, and evening blocks for these type of tasks. And to be clear, when I say morning and nighttime slots, I don't necessarily mean the routines that are already in place. When it comes to morning, I'm thinking about 9 to 12, and then for night, I'm thinking about 6 to 9. So that doesn't include the already morning, nightly routine that I already have in place every day. So how do I go about slotting time for the in-betweens of the routines? So to start off, I make a to-do list. I have a to-do list in 3 separate categories. One for my social, which includes TikTok and Instagram, and then I have YouTube in a separate category, even though it kind of falls into social channel as well. And then lastly, I have my Etsy shop as my third category. I then prioritize by deadlines. So for example, with my YouTube videos, I like to have them scheduled out on Wednesday morning. So then I kind of work backwards to see how can my tasks be aligned so that I can post Wednesday mornings. So with YouTube videos, there are a lot of tasks in hand. We have your scripting or drafting of the video, the actual filming of the video, and then editing and making the thumbnail for the video. So personally for me, I like to split all these tasks in different days because I feel like I'll be super overwhelmed and burnt out if I were to do, say, scripting and filming the same day or filming and editing the same day. I feel like there are certain days where I have shorter videos and I want to just bang out the editing quickly, but I feel like that rarely happens, so I like to just split out everything in separate days. So for me, I like to film on Saturdays because that's typically the day that I have the apartment free to myself. So how can I have that day as my filming day? I have to make sure that I script and draft out the video a couple days beforehand, and for me, I like to do that on Thursday nights just because I typically don't go out on Thursday nights. It's very rare that I do. I usually go out on Fridays or the weekend, so Thursday nights is perfect for me to just get ready for the filming day on Saturday. And then from there on out, I like to edit on Mondays because Sunday is just a resting day. And then Tuesday, I like to do final touches, make the thumbnail, and then just schedule it out on Wednesday. So for my other category of Instagram and TikTok, I feel like I generally have the same tasks week over week. It's generally just making video content for both platforms. So I like to slot in time to film and edit videos. Usually I like to do Sundays and Wednesdays because I feel like there was a time when I was like, I'm gonna be able to bang out 7 videos every Sunday, but I quickly realized that that's really hard and I don't always have the time for it. I don't always have the inspiration to film 7 videos every single week. So breaking it down Sunday and Wednesday, it's definitely more manageable for me to find the videos that I want to make, find the audio that I want to use, and just have the ideas split out into is definitely more manageable. And then throughout the week, I just save videos on Instagram or TikTok, whether it's the actual video itself or the audio, just so that I don't scramble on Sundays and Wednesdays on what to make last minute. Okay, so for Etsy, the last category, I feel like this requires the most planning. I usually plan maybe a month in advance just because there are a lot of moving parts at hand. So I have to think about the theme of the stickers or the products that I want to make, what type of products that I want to make, how many products that I want to launch for that month. So I feel like once I have all this information thought out, it's very easy to just kind of plan the month ahead on what needs to be completed to meet a certain deadline. So for example, if I wanted to make 20 stickers by the end of the month, I would give myself the 3 weeks to have 20 stickers completed and ready to be printed. And for the last week, I would make sure I have the week scheduled out so that I can print the stickers, photograph the stickers, put them on my site, make any promotional stories or reels, things of that sort for the launch itself. So I feel like once you have all of these detailed, aligned, I think it's very easy to just schedule things out chunk by chunk instead of keeping your sticker ideas as ideas. So why does time blocking work versus a to-do list? Personally, for me, I'm a big planner and I need to see the plan at hand instead of having just a jumble of thoughts in a to-do list. So with time blocking, you are physically scheduling yourself to do something at a particular time. With a to-do list, it's very ambiguous on which tasks are the priority ones, which ones that you should do first. I feel like if I looked at my to-do list, I would not even know where to start. But with a time blocking, you know exactly when things are going to be completed. A to-do list, on the other hand, doesn't have a time bound attached to it, so it's so easy to just push things off and just forget about it. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about how I manage my tasks and how I stay organized using time blocks. But until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this.